Data gathering and data management on a more robust scale is the real mainstream now towards our in an office in the Ministry of Science. Later, they have the backing of the law made by the State House of Assembly. From there, an agency was created. Now that agency has a chief executive role. It has its own businesses. It has its own assets. It has its own database. It has its own data recovery center. All of the data that has been collected now are posted on the cloud, which is the most reliable and contemporary way to save data. So we are moving on. The scratch printing facility is all virtually completed with just a few things and eyes to dot, equipment to install and all of that. So it's a self-serving and self-sufficient agency in its own area. Especially the budget provisions, it will do very well. Àjẹ́ ìgbé àwòrán tí gbogbo á lè múra wa tá a bá fún èèyàn tó wà nínú ètò ìdàgbàsókè àárọ̀ ìdúpọ̀ fún wa láti ṣe. Bí èèyàn bá ti rẹ̀ mọ́ pé gálọ̀nù omi kọ̀ọ̀kan ló tọ́ sí òun ní ìgbẹ́ àbí gálọ̀nù mẹ́wàá àbí gbogbo gálọ̀nù ló tọ́ sí wa lọ́rọ̀ mi láti ẹ̀rí ṣe àpẹẹrẹ. Èèyàn mélòó la fẹ́ fi tó dáhùn àwọn èèyàn tó wà nínú fún wa ní ìmọ̀ yẹn pé gálọ̀nù mẹ́wàá omi ló tọ́ sí èèyàn kan àti mọ̀ yẹn èèyàn mélòó ló wà ládùúgbò báyìí láti ìpèsè ní tìrẹ ní ibà lẹ́lẹ́rìn ọ̀gbẹ́ lágbọ́dúkúyọ̀ tó láti mú yẹn ìyẹn ló máa jẹ́ kí ètò àtìkòsí yára. A fẹ́ wo ètò ẹ̀kọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti ṣàlàyé fún ilé à ń rí àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ kan jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ pọ̀ nínú ẹ̀ tó kì í ṣe gbogbo bó ṣe rí láàrin èkó nìyẹn àwọn míì wà pé ní yàrá táwọn ọmọ ń lòkè sí fẹ́ mọ̀ èèyàn méjì péré ló wà mẹ́ orí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tó wà fẹ́ pọ̀ ju àwọn tó nílò ẹ̀ lọ ìgbà tá a lè ti rí ẹ̀ láti fi ìkẹfà sẹ́yìn láti àwa ń pèsè ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ní ibi tí àwọn èèyàn ta mọ̀ pé ó ní ìdí wọ́n nílò wà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ètò ìlera láàbá mọ́lé èèyàn tó ń gbé ní agbègbè kan ó ṣeé ṣe kí á kó ilé ìwòsàn tó pọ̀ ju nǹkan kan nílò lọ sílẹ̀ láwọn tó bẹ̀ fẹ́ níbò náà láàbá mọ̀ kan wà níbẹ̀. tó káàdì yẹn ṣe pàtàkì gbogbo èèyàn ló gbà wàhálà káàdì kò yí gan tá a bá ṣe national card wàhálà káàdì òwújọ wájú máa dínkù ìdí tó máa di dínkù ni pé àwa lè wá ṣe aṣojú fún ojú èkó pé kí INEC wá wọlé wa kó wá wò ó àwọn ọmọ tó ti pé ọmọ ọdún méjìlélógún rèé tí ò dẹ̀ ní sí àríyànjiyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan táwa bá dẹ̀ ní a lè fún INEC kóun náà lọ wo fúnra ẹ̀ torí ọdọọdún mẹ́rin máa wá gba káàdì tó ní rí káàdì tó máa lọ bí iṣẹ́ dúró lé fún yẹ ká ètò yìí kó máa dẹ́kun.
Thank you very much. Don't forget, collect your card outside. If you are not having your pin from, please hand it over. But please wait for His Excellency. Leave will go out for the national to make a vote of thanks after we collect your name. Shall we please rise for the national anthem of Federal Republic of Nigeria? After three. 1, 2, and 3. Our lives compare Nigeria's glory to serve our fatherland. Give our strength and faith. The name of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. God bless Nigeria and go remember them. Please wait for His Excellency to enter the building, after which we go out to the tables outside to collect the cards. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you, our partners, we really appreciate you. Mr. Ola, God bless you. Please give His Excellency another round of applause.
The journey started after the Lagos State Residence Registration Agency was passed inside the law on 27 June 2011. Society has become more mobile and information held electronically, purchasing services by government agencies and bodies has substantially increased. There is a growing need to integrate the residents of Lagos State into e-government initiatives to enable the services provided by the government to be fully utilized and provide an accurate picture of government policies and planning.
Really
defend their positions because we have proceeded with estimates. So sometimes we are 170 million people, sometimes we are 145, sometimes we are 160, depending on who is speaking. Now, when you understand that no matter how big the numbers are, they can only be as symbolic as the smallest unit of a society, which is the family unit. Then think to yourself, how well or badly managed will that family be that does not know how many they are? Can you imagine in your own home if you don't know the number of children in that house? So, how do you plan water for them? How do you know when to lock your door at night because you don't know how many people are coming home? Because there must be a point where you come up and say everybody is at home. So when we talk about those great countries, where if any one of their citizens is in distress anywhere across the world, whether he lives in their country or not, they will find that person. It is because they know that person exists. our children are here, but they're Nigerians. But they either are British bad and you are on their database. Because they were already looking at who are people in this country we see trouble. That was 1994. So this really is the reason why we are here. So that we can, by quick reference, once we upload onto this database, be able to say at the close of each business day, by looking at our data, we should be able to say these are the number of people who live in news. And once we do that, there's almost nothing that we cannot do. Because we now know that you are there. So when we are providing water, we know how many gallons of water an average adult should use in a day for his bath, for his cleanup, for washing, and for drinking. But the fact that we know that doesn't mean that everybody will get water unless we know how many people need water. We can't solve the problem of hunger if we don't know how many people need food. In today's world, we see a lot of people hungry. But every day that people go home hungry, we also see food being thrown away. Go to our houses. Go to our homes. So, for me, that can only happen because we are not connecting supply with need. And this is what this is all about. Imagine, it's not by prayer. This is the way. Once we can identify everybody, we have your fingerprint, we have your iris, we have your facial structure. You can't become anonymous if you live with us. So that's why I said this is our big step into the future. In all those societies where you have other airports outside Nigeria, you will see residents this way. They don't enter their country with their passports. They enter their country with their ID cards. Because your country should know you. A passport is for a country that does not know you. That is why they put visas with it. If you are in Nigeria, I don't expect you to have ever seen a Nigerian visa. I have never seen it. Because I don't need a Nigerian visa. So it is also possible by using this, working with the federal government to certainly control the process. There are so many things that is possible here. You want to employ somebody to work for you, to work with you, to look. And if you need more information, subject to regulatory control, we can provide. So that you can check people who you employ, who you do business with, who you trust your assets to. So if it can happen in those other countries, only our own mindset can stop it from happening. As your government, we have provided a platform. It's for all of us now to use this platform and get registered. I want to thank the Royal Majesties and all citizens who provided either some form of accommodation for the registration officers across the state. Now, what we did not do was to say everybody should come and register in 3 days and close down the state. We didn't do that. And that is why we still see that people are not responding the way we expected to. But at some point in time, maybe sometime in June, we will close down this exercise. We run it for over a year and a half, and it's costing a lot of money because we have to keep paying staff. But what we wanted to avoid was the problems that we are going through today with PVC cards. Because what is often rushed is usually very, very difficult to control. So that's why we had stationary registrations, we had mobile registrations, we had online registrations, in order to make it convenient for all of us to do so. I don't believe that people of Lagos deserve to be treated the way Nigerians have treated us. We just close down, everybody starts running, lose working hours, shut down business. But having shown that consideration for your convenience, I think in everybody's best interest, citizens must respond now. There is a lot that is possible for us to do with this card. Education of our children will be defined by this card, in the sense that it helps us to plan better. Before we launched this scheme, one of the things that we found out, just by probing, believe me, we commissioned an audit. And we found out that, yes, we were all talking of overcrowding in classrooms, but it was not statewide. The results were very, very revealing. I think it was in 2008. But immediately we got those results, it helped us to replan. Because in some parts of the state, there were classrooms where there were only 7 children. And in some other parts, there were classrooms where there were 80 children. So, we had oversupplied in one side, we had undersupplied in another side. I think from 2009, we reordered our budget and focused on those areas where there was need. That's the kind of thing that data does for you. From data collection, we saw now, for example, that we are having this kind of challenge.